Are you frustrated that your bird flies away from you? Is your bird skittish and doesn't trust you? Wouldn't you like your bird to spend more time with you and actually step up on command, eat from your hands, and let you pet it? In this video, you'll learn all of the ways to your bird's heart and how to successfully bond with it. If you've ever lived with birds in a household of multiple people, you may have noticed that your bird will often tend to prefer a particular person over another. Believe it or not, there are several behaviors and characteristics that make people appealing to your bird. And anyone who meets these certain requirements is likelier to receive your bird's affection. In this video, we will talk about how birds choose their favorite human and how you can become your parrot's favorite person. The breed does matter. Some parrot breeds are known to prefer and connect with only one person, like an African Grey for example. But other breeds will obviously always have their favorite human, but will also enjoy spending time with other people around them. Handling. Handling is the key to earning your bird's bond and respect. Birds want to remain in control of their environment. This means that being cornered and grabbed without request can make a bird lose its trust in you. The best way of getting your bird's love is not forcing it to interact with you. Instead, encourage your pet to want the contact. Don't pet, pick up, or corner your feathered friend against their will. It's best to let the bird make the first move. Your voice. By nature, birds are nervous and afraid of humans. And there are some behaviors that can make people less appealing to birds. For example, birds find loud noises or sudden movements to be stressful. Birds may even try to avoid people who behave in ways that are impulsive, frightening, or distressing to them. If your bird views you as a source of safety, it will be more likely to be drawn to you.
Come here, you baby bird, come on. Yeah.
Owners with high-pitched voices also report that their birds love it and can mimic them very easily. Food. Your bird's survival instincts controls it for a large part of its day, and only a few things are more important than food. So it should come as no surprise that birds show affection to people who offer them food. This means the person providing treats and spoiling food to a bird will be highly valuable to it and is likely to win its favor. Age. Becoming your bird's favorite person will also depend greatly on how old it is. If you took your bird while it was a chick, your bond will be much better as it will look at you as the human who raised it, almost like a parrot. But if you got your bird while it was older, it will naturally be more difficult to tame and bond with, as it already had a previous life before you got it. That does not mean you can only tame a young bird. It's just that an older bird will require more time and work. Birds on YouTube almost always look awesome. They are fearless, hanging out with their owners, and some owners can even pet them. Many people who get their birds for the first time are let down by the fact their birds are untamed and will always fly away from them with every interaction. I know you all want to bond with your birds just like you're seeing in these videos, but that doesn't happen without building trust and using the tips I'll be sharing with you. You want to start by letting your little guy get used to its surroundings and particularly your presence. Put its cage in a slightly busy room where it'll be able to watch you without being overwhelmed by loud noises. And try interacting with it as much as possible. Talk to it in a sweet voice every time you walk by its cage. Another great way to make your birds more friendly is to feed it with its favorite treat using your hands. I'm using millet spray as always. Some owners make a mistake by placing the treat inside the cage and just leaving their birds nibbling on it. But that way you will never get the bonding of feeding your bird directly from your hands. So it is important that you make a physical interaction with your birds using treats. If you like reading books, always read them next to your bird. This is a very good way of making your bird get used to you and fearing you less and less as you're doing so more frequently. No real need to explain this one. Your bird will just hear your voice, see you every time you read your book or newspaper, and it will be able to stop looking at you as a predator. And let's move on to the most popular way of building trust with your bird and making it friendlier. Put your hand in its cage and hold it still, but only after your bird is comfortable with you sitting beside it and talking to it. You will know your bird is comfortable with you when you see it going about its regular routine. It should be eating, playing, and singing in front of you without showing any signs of fear. While you're putting your hand or finger inside your bird's cage, you're making it get used to you, and it will realize that you won't hurt it. Do it every day for about 5-10 minutes, and no matter what, never chase it inside its cage. After you've managed to bond with your bird, and it's already perching your finger, a good way to continue bonding with it and making it friendlier is to encourage it to hang out on your finger or shoulder for daily activities. You can wash the dishes while your bird is on your shoulder, or while you're just chilling on your phone. The more time it spends with you, once it understands you're not a threat, the more friendly and loving it'll be with you. Birds make great pets. The way to their heart can be a bit difficult as they're so stubborn. But once you've earned their trust, it will feel so good to know that a little feathered ball loves you and allows you to cuddle and pet it. These 10 tips will help you to get your bird to love you. Spend time with it. If you want your bird to love you and to get used to you, you have to keep its cage in the room that you spend most of your time in. And also to allow your bird some time outside of its cage, so it can hang out with you. Share with it. The best way to make your bird look at you as if you were a part of its flock is to share food with it. If you're eating an apple or any other food that is bird safe, try to make chewing sounds and let your bird share the meal with you. Baby talk it. Another way to earn your bird's affection is to talk to it like you would with a baby.
Who's a pretty bird? Yeah. Look at you, like to jump.
Whenever you're addressing your bird, try making high-pitched voices that will grab its attention.
Pretty budgie. Wow.
And if you'll repeat the same words every day, you might even teach it how to talk. Buy it with treats. If you'll make your bird realize that you are the source of the yummy stuff, it will immediately fall in love with you. That is guaranteed. So in every chance you have, try offering it its favorite treat or even its regular seed mix. Just make sure it takes it from your own hands. Groom it. Birds love grooming each other as a part of their flock habits. So if your bird lets you touch it, and also enjoying getting scratches, by all means go for it. But if it's not into it and doesn't want your hands on it, do not force it. Take it while it's young. It's not a secret that if you'll take a young bird and raise it into an adult, it will be much easier to make it love you. So if you don't have a bird yet, or you're planning on getting another one, take it while it's young. Keep it happy. If you want your bird to love you, you must do your absolute best to prevent it from getting bored or depressed. A bored bird will have a hard time bonding with you. So it's important to have enough toys and different kinds of foods that will make it busy and stimulated. Be gentle with it. Birds are very intelligent, but they won't understand you if you're impatient with them. If you're forcing your bird to doing things it doesn't want, it will really hate you for that. So be patient and gentle with it while taming and handling it. Tame it often. Taming your bird is a necessary part in making it love you. You'll both spend a lot of time together while taming. and your bird will also get lots of treats after following commands. It's a great way to bond and make your bird trust you. Let it rest. Giving your bird a break from taming and playing, and even just from hanging out with you, is also important. You don't want to overdo the bonding part, because birds are known to be free spirits, and they'll want to have some time for themselves too. How I got my budgie from this? To this. Is your budgie running away from your hand or freaking out every time you're trying to make contact with it? If you answered yes, these 3 ways will help you gain your budgie's trust. Many people think I got my budgie tamed from the pet store, but that's actually not true. These are results from an entire month that I've been training Billy for. So no worries, you can also turn your scared budgie into a trusting and friendly budgie. The first step to get your budgie's trust is to enter your hand inside its cage. Do this every day for 5 minutes straight, and place your finger on top of one of the perches. This way your budgie will get used to you, and don't worry if the first few times they will try to move or run away from your hand. You want to make your budgie understand that you will not try to grab it or chase it. A few days later, you'll notice your budgie is feeling more comfortable with your presence and not freaking out every time you're trying to refill their feeders or replace their water. Another way to gain your budgie's trust is to hand feed it. You want to start with millet spray. This is the ultimate treat and budgies absolutely go crazy for it. After your budgie is comfortable with millet spray, you can grab the regular seed mix and feed them once at a time using your fingertips. Another thing that will get your budgie's trust is to talk to it. Many people don't do this as they think it's not helpful, but it's actually really important. Talking to your budgie won't only help it start mimicking your words, but also to get used to your presence. And especially being more calm when you're close to it. On the other hand, never chase your budgie or try to grab it. This will make you lose its trust in seconds.